Good morning, students. Welcome to the official channel of Woodbine Modern School. This is your biology class of class 12. This is the lecture number 2 of chapter 4, Reproductive Health. So, today our topic is population explosion and birth control. So, population explosion. So, explosion means what? Explosion means something in an excessive, or you can say in a wider range or in an uncontrollable manner. And birth control, the term itself explains that to control the birth. So in the last century, we have seen there's a significant improvement in the quality of life of the people due to the reason for the increase of health facilities along with the better living conditions. So these are the reasons for the impact on the growth of population. So world population, which was around 2 billion earlier in 1900, that has come to approximately 6 billions by 2000. And similar trend can be seen in our country too. Our population was approximately 350 millions at the time of our independence, and that has become approximately 2000 that has become 1 million by May 2000. That means that there's a possibility that every sixth person in the world is an Indian. So the rapid decline in the death rate, in the maternal mortality rate, that is MMR, and infant mortality rate, that is IMR. So these are the possible reasons for the increasing or population explosion. So the reasons are what? Decline in the death rate, MMR and IMR, and increase in the number of people at the reproducible age. So through our RCH programs, that is Reproductive Child Care Health Program, through that we have discussed in our earlier class, we could bring down the population growth rate to its marginal. So according to the 2001 census report, the population growth was still around 1.7%, a rate at which our population could be double in 33 years. So it's also a very alarming condition or an alarming growth rate. So that could lead to an absolute scarcity of the basic requirements that a person needs to live, that is food, shelter and clothing. So therefore the government was forced to take up serious measures to check this population growth. So the most important step to overcome this problem is to motivate smaller families. Smaller families means what? The families must be having smaller number of children. That means they should reduce the number of children or number of births taking in that particular family. And to do that, they must use what? Various contraceptive methods. Contraceptive methods are those methods which are used for the control of birth. So we might have seen different advertisements. The very popular advertisement that I have told in my earlier lectures as well, that the slogan which in India that is prominent, hum do hamare do, that means we too and our too. That means the government was enforcing the citizens of India to have maximum of 2 children, means hum do hamare do. Many couples, mostly the young urban working, they are also being motivated towards the one child norm. That means that they should have a single child. So statutory raising of marriageable age of the female to what? 18 years. So in India, the legalized age of female is 18 years and for male is 21 years. And below that, if a girl or a boy marries, then that marriage will be considered illegal in India. So let us see some of the contraceptive methods which we should know that will help in the preventing of unwanted pregnancies. So the ideal contraceptive should be containing certain features. What should be the features? That is, the user friendly means the person or an individual which is using that particular method of contraception should be very comfortable while using it. It should be effective means what? The main aim to use contraceptive is to avoid the pregnancy. So it should be effective towards not having a baby, and reversible with no or least side effect. That means it should be reusable and it should also be cost effective. So it should in no way interfere with the sexual drive or desire or the sexual act of the user. That means that the user should not be having the disadvantages of mental illness or reproductive health issues regarding that particular method of contraception. So this is very important that it should be what? It should be user friendly. It should what? Easily available. That means that it should be available nearby stores or nearby shops. And then so it should what? So it should what? It should be very effective also. That means that it should be very efficient in preventing the pregnancy. It should be reversible. That means it should be reusable. So these are the possible features, or these should be the features or characteristics of a good contraceptive, or you can say ideal contraceptive. And the most important, that it should not interfere with the sexual drive, or you can say the mental condition of the individual. So a wide range of contraceptive methods are presently available in our market or in our society, which could be broadly grouped into following categories, that is the natural or traditional barriers, the barriers which is traditionally present, that means it's not a man-made one. Then we have IUDs, that is intrauterine devices, that is being plugged in the uterus itself. And then we have oral contraceptives, the pills which are available, and oral contraceptives are generally used by females only. Then there are injectables. Injections of different hormones can be taken so that to avoid the chances of pregnancy. Then there are implants. The implants may contain certain secretions that will help to prevent the sperm for the fertilization of ovum. And then there are surgical methods. Surgical methods, remember students, are permanent methods. That means that once you opt for a surgical method, then there won't be any chances of pregnancy in the future. So natural methods we'll be discussing first, and the principle of avoiding chances of sperm and ovum meeting. So natural method is, the main aim is what? Natural method works in a way where it prevents the chances of meeting of ovum and sperm. So periodic abstinence, that means the periodic cycle that a female goes in one such method in which the couples avoid or abstain from coitus. Coitus means the mating process of male and female from day what? From day 10th to day 17. That means the follicular phase is being avoided for the coitus period. Why? Because at that time the ovulation is expected. So at the time of ovulation and after that also for some days, the coitus should be avoided to reduce the chances of pregnancy. As the chances of fertilization are very high during this period, this is called what? Fertile period of a female from 10th to 17th. I have discussed this already when we were discussing the chapter number 3, the human reproduction, under the topic menstrual cycle. There we have discussed about this fertile period. Therefore, by abstaining from coitus during this period, contraception could be prevented. So contraceptive could be prevented. Withdrawal or coitus interrupters, this is the another method. Withdrawal or coitus interrupters, that means coitus is being interrupted, mating is being interrupted. So in this, what happens is male partner withdraws his penis from the vagina just before ejaculation so as to avoid insemination. That means before the release of semen from the penis, the male used to withdraw its penis from the vagina of a female so that the semen could not enter the vagina, and it would lead to what? Abstinence, or it will lead to the lower down the chances of any kind of pregnancy in that particular period. So we have discussed in natural methods what? First is periodic abstinence, then we have what? Withdrawal or coitus interruptus. The third one is lactational amenorrhea. Lactational amenorrhea is a method in which there is what? An absence of menstruation, in which method is based on the fact that ovulation is there and there's a baby, but their cycle do not occur during the period of this intense lactation following parturition. Means after the female having its baby and done its parturition, at that point of time the mother breast feeds the child fully, and there's a chances of conceptions are almost nil. There are no chances of ovulation, or there is no chances of any kind of pregnancy or conception. Due to the reason this happens is because the hormone level like progesterone level, the estrogen, and the lactogen level, and the milk hormone level is really very high in female body, leading to what? Leading to this process of contraception. So as no medicines or devices we are using in these kind of natural methods, that means that the side effects is almost nil, because we are not using anything artificially or anything from outside or anything which is not familiar to our body. So but there are chances of failure is also very high. Why? Because we are only relying on the natural method. So the method which we have studied are what? Natural methods are: first is periodic abstinence, then second is what? Withdrawal or coitus interruptus, then we have studied about lactational amenorrhea. So in barrier methods, now we will discuss about what the barrier methods means. Now we are using some of the devices, or now maybe we are using some of the different other equipments to prevent this contraception. So this is now has become artificial. Why? Because we are not using the natural methods. So ovum and sperms are prevented from physically meeting with the help of barriers. That means the sperm and ovum should not meet to avoid the pregnancy. So such methods are available for both males and females. So condoms are barriers made up of thin rubber or latex sheath that are used to cover the penis in the male and vagina in the cervix. So condoms are used for what? Condoms are used simply to cover the penis in the male and vagina or cervix in the female, and it is made up of what? It is made up of thin rubber or latex sheath. So just before the coitus, this is being used by any of the partner, or maybe by both, like a male and female, to avoid what? To avoid the entry of the ejaculated semen would not enter into the female reproductive tract. So after using this kind of sheet or this kind of membrane, we are preventing what? We are preventing the entry of ejaculated semen in the female reproductive tract. So this can prevent conception. So this can prevent what? Conception, or to the female will not conceive. So Nirodh is the term which is being used for condoms specifically in India. This is the popular name which used in our country. So Nirodh is a popular brand name for condom for the females. So use of condoms has increased in recent years, because due to the enforcement of the government, and also people has become aware about their financial status, so that they could have a particular or limited amount of children. So they use what? They use this contraception, and the very major benefit of using these kind of condoms is that protecting the user from contracting AIDS and STDs. STDs is what? It's the sexually transmitted disease, and one of the example of that the disease is spread through STD is AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So both the male and female condoms are disposable and can be self-inserted, and thereby giving privacy to the user. This kind of contraception, that means the condoms which we used to use, these kind of equipments or this kind of devices are what? Are very user friendly. Why? Because they can be simply used by the user itself. So there is no help of or there is no medication is required, or no medical help, or any other person is being involved during use of this. So privacy is maintained in this kind of. So this is also an advantage. First is the advantage is to prevent the STDs, and second is also the privacy, that it gives privacy to the users. So this is the schematic diagram that the condom for a male. So this is a rubber latex sheath, and this is the hole from where the penis is being inserted over here by the male, and this will cover the entire surface area of the penis. And this is the condom for female, that is, and this is also known as what? This is also known as femdom. Condom for female is also known as femdom. So fem term comes from female, and condom terms comes from condom, so femidom. So this is the area or part used by the female, or the area or part where this condom will be inserted in female are where the vagina and cervix. So diaphragms can be used, cervical caps and volts. These are also different types of contraceptive devices that is being used. These are alternates for condoms. Also barrier method of rubber that are inserted into the female reproductive tract to cover the cervix during coitus. So they prevent conception by what? By blocking the entry of sperms through cervix. So they are also reusable. Means what? Once you use during a coitus or during a mating process, and after that you wash it off and then you can use it again. Then to increase the efficiency of these kind of devices, there are also spermicidal creams, jellies and foams are usually used along with these barriers to increase their contraceptive efficiency. So by using spermicidal, this term itself indicates that the sperm is being what? Killed. Spermicidal. Cidal term is used for killing. So sperm is being killed by these kind of creams, jellies and foams. So these are being used on the corners and edges of the condoms that the individual is using, so that the efficiency can be increased. Efficiency is increased in a manner like, for example, if certain amount of semen may come out or may leak out from the condom, that can lead to the entry into the vagina or female reproductive tract, and that may lead to the pregnancy. So to avoid this, there are spermicidal creams. So these spermicidal creams will do what? If sperm also leaks out, like for example, it will also kill those sperms, or those part of semen will also be dead by this kind of creams and jellies. Another effective and popular method is the use of what? Intrauterine devices, that is IUDs. These devices are inserted by doctors or expert nurses in the uterus through vagina. So these uterine devices are presently available as the non-medicated IUDs. So the main, you can say not main but very popular in India, that is what? CUT, that is copper T. Copper T is a very famous contraceptive methods that is being used, or famous IUDs that is being used in India. And there are others as well, Multilo 375 or LNG20. So IUDs increase phagocytosis of sperm. The phagocytosis, this term means what? The killing of sperms. The sperms will be killed by these kind of IUDs, and like for example in copper T, they release what? Copper ions, and copper ions does what? Copper ions simply suppress the sperm motility, and fertilization capacity of sperms gets decreased. That means the motility or the speed of the sperm is being decreased by this copper ions. That means that the sperms will not be able to travel through the reproductive tract of the female. Before that it will die, or it will not be having the energy to reach there. So the hormone releasing IUDs are also there. In addition, make the uterus unsuitable for what? For implantation. For example, if the coitus occurs and there is a chances of pregnancy, or the ovulation, or you can say the ovum get fertilized, after that it will do what? It will make the whole uterus very unsuitable for the pregnancy. So ultimately it will lead to what? It will lead to the contraception. So this is the copper T. You can see the T-like structure. So this is made up of copper, the metal copper, and the strings are attached to it. It helps in the attachment. So from here the copper ions are being released, that is Cu2 plus is being released over here, and that Cu2 plus do what? Simply mix with the semen, and that will decrease the motility of sperm. These are different implants that is being shown over here. These are also being inserted to avoid the pregnancy. Now oral administration. The other method is what? Oral administration of small doses of either progestogens or progestogene or estrogen. combinations are given for another contraceptive methods by females. So these are used in the form of what? In the form of tablets or in the form of pills. They are also called in pills. So pills have to be taken what? In a period of 21 days cycle, starting preferably within first 5 days of menstrual cycle at the gap of 7 days. And the most popularly known contraceptive pill is what? Pill is Saheli. So Saheli is the most prominent contraceptive part, that is Saheli. The newly oral contraceptive for females that we have already discussed, that is, this is discovered where? In CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute of Lucknow, for the females, and this is very prominent and this is very efficient and user friendly. Why? Because it is non-steroidal. That means there are no steroids are being present. Steroids are very harmful to our body. Why? Because it leads to the obesity and other different diseases associated with it. But if there's a pill which is not having this steroid, so this is the best choice for it. And also we have to take only once a week. If we use Saheli, so that will take what? Once in a week only. So these are the few very effective contraception methods. So progestogens alone or combination with estrogen can also be used by females as injections or also implant under the skin. Their mode of action is similar to that of pills and their effective periods are much longer. So administration of progestogens or progestogen estrogen combinations or IUDs within 72 hours of coitus should be taken so that it could be very effective during that particular period. Now we'll come to another method. This method is very permanent. After using this method, no chances of pregnancy exist there. So surgical methods are also called sterilization. Why? Because after using this surgical method, the person or an individual becomes sterile. That means it will not be able to produce any offspring throughout its life after that period. So are generally advised for female partner as a terminal method to prevent any more pregnancies. Surgical intervention blocks gamete transport and thereby prevent conception. This surgical intervention or surgical procedure does what? It blocks the gamete transport. That means the sperm will not go to the ovum, or either the ovum will not be able to reach to the reproductive tract of its fallopian tube. So this is the figure or diagram which is being shown over here, which will very clearly explain that how this is being done. That means this is the male reproductive part. You can see this, these are a pair of testes. This is the penis and this is the glans penis over here, and there is what? There is this vas deferens. So students, as I have discussed earlier in chapter 3, when I was discussing the movement of sperm, so the sperm will come over here, it will move through this vas deferens so that it could lead to the penis. But here there will be a cut. So cut is being done in the males and the pipe is being tied up like this. So there is no any movement of the sperm to reach to the penis. So sperm is being released but not reaching to the penis itself. So in this way it will never be able to come out of the sperm. That means that the male will not be able to release the sperm through its penis. So this is the permanent sterilization in case of male, and it is known as what? Vasectomy. There is another term known as tubectomy for females, sterilization for females. In this, in similar manner, here vas deferens is being cut, here fallopian tubes are being cut. So students, as I have discussed, the ovary will contain the ovum. From here the ovum will travel and come to here so that it could implant itself in the uterus after fertilization. But here there will be a cut. That means that uterus will not be able to come over here to wait. So fallopian tubes are tied and cut in the process of tubectomy. So these are being explained over here. The surgical methods that I have told is also called sterilization, and surgical intervention blocks gamete transport and thereby prevent conception, and that is in female, that is tubectomy, and in vasectomy it is male, and in which the vas deferens is being cut off and tied. These techniques are highly effective but they are not reversible at all, means these processes are not can't be reused. So it needs to be emphasized that the selection of a suitable contraceptive methods and its use should always be undertaken in consultation with qualified medical professionals. One must also remember that contraceptives are not regular requirements for the maintenance of reproductive health. In fact, they are practiced against a natural reproductive event, that is, conceptions or pregnancy. One is forced to use these methods either to prevent pregnancy or to delay or space pregnancy due to personal lessons. So, however, there are possible ill effects like nausea, abdominal pain. Why? Because we are not using in a natural way, but we have been introducing something artificial which our body was not habituated of. So maybe there are side effects like illness or abdominal pain, breakthrough bleeding, irregular menstrual bleeding, or even breast cancer. Though not very significant, should not be totally ignored. So thank you students. This was all about for today's lecture. We'll meet for the next lecture. And if you find any difficulty regarding my this lecture or previous lectures, you can ask anytime in the comment section. Thank you.